With the Northwestern Railway quickly taking shape, with the help from Neil, Clive and Matthew, who had been working on the construction for about half a year by that point, it was about time for Topham to acquire some motive power for his railway. But that was easier said than done. Originally, Topham wanted to keep the 3 engines on, but the government, who were the owners at the time, didn't allow him to do so. Annoyed, Topham turned to the island's other close railway, the Harwick Tramway, where he was able to purchase its only form of motive power, Toby, and for a bargain as well. And after a quick shipment from Harwick to Brentham, Toby would arrive at Knapford on the 2nd of February 1915.
He should be here any minute now. Right on time. Ah, Toby, welcome to the railway.
Thank you, sir. I look forward to working here.
Excellent. And I can see you brought your coach with you.
Couldn't resist. I've known her for so long, it would be cruel of me to leave her behind.
I understand.
Oh, hello there. You must be the new one. I'm Clive. Welcome to the railway.
Hello, Clive. I'm Toby. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. So, Toby, you come from up north?
Oh yes, my tramway ran for a couple miles up there.
Yeah, I heard that. Also heard how it closed.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that.
I see.
Alright, engines, that's enough chit-chat. Clive, you better get your train to your destination.
Yes, sir. I'm on my way.
And Toby, drop your load off at the shed. It's just down the line. I'll tell you what to do from there.
Yes, sir. After dropping his load off at the sheds, Toby was immediately set to work on the main line. During the first week, he worked on the line between Knapford and Elsbridge, but afterwards, he was moved to work on the line between Crosby and Cronk. It was there where he finally got to know the Wellsworth and Sutter engines after having a very small talk with them when he was being unloaded at Brentham a couple weeks back. And then after putting the trucks in the wrong siding, Colin would then go on to put the passenger brake van on my goods train and the goods brake van on Adam's passenger train. Well, we all live and learn. Colin was very young at the time, remember. I'm sure he's gotten a lot better today. Oh, no question about it. He's been the main shunter at Brentham for years. Even though I consider myself very capable, I still think I'm mostly just gonna do shunting around the big station. Ah, Toby. You said it yourself. You're a very capable engine. Trust me, shunting is not the only thing you're gonna do. Thank you for the support, Lily.
Oi, Toby, what's going on here?
Chatting? Isn't that obvious?
Well, I'm never. Not only are you cheeky, you're speaking with the competition.
What do you mean?
Toby, if you're not careful, this engine and her company is going to take away your work.
Clive, how many times do I have to tell you we're not going to do that?
As much as you like, since it's not going to do anything.
Clive, do you have a problem with these engines?
Why wouldn't I have a problem with them? They're competition, and competition is the reason to why the soda and mainland closed down.
Jesus Christ, Clive, where did that come from? Like I've said 1,000,000 times to you, Clive, even though we might be considered competition to you, we were not the reason to your company closing down. You know deep down that the merger was the reason to why you closed.
I honestly don't care. You're competition, and therefore my enemy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got places to be. Toby, you better get your wheels moving too.
Alright. No need to rush me. Oh my gosh. He's always like that whenever I'm around. Seriously, every single time. Yes, it's rather annoying. We better sort out this rivalry, since you guys are now connected with the same track. Who knows what's gonna happen if you two meet up again. Anyway, I must get going now. Nice talking to you, Lily. You too, Toby. See you later.
That's not like Clive.
I know, it seemed like he had talked to those engines like that before.
Any idea why he acted like that?
Well, he referenced a merger of some kind.
Oh, of course. A merger.
What's this merger?
It happened in 1904, when the Furness Railway Company suggested joining hands with us and the neighbouring Midland Railway Company.
And?
It looked promising in the beginning, but after the Furness Railway experienced some incidents, dwindling passenger numbers and their poor handling of staff, the Southern Mainland eventually decided to reject the offer, and we carried on like before. But we will only last 10 more years before closing. Clive would say that the merger could have saved us, but even before the merger suggestion, we both knew we would be struggling in the following years.
That makes a bit more sense. I think I will talk to Clive about it the next time I see him.
Oi, Toby.
Yes, David?
I just got a call from Topham. You're wanted at Knapford Harbour.
Right, I'll get going. Nice talking to you two.
Later, Toby.
Ah, Toby, so glad you could come.
Well, you called after me, sir.
I sure did. As you can see, the construction of the harbour is going very well. And since we're so close to completing the harbour, we'll be making it our first priority to finish it, so we don't have to rely on the Wellsworth and Suttery for shipments. And to make sure we finish good and early, I'll be assigning you, Toby, to work the harbour until it's done.
Yes, sir. Happy to help.
There's a good engine.
Sir, can I ask about something?
What is it, Toby?
Do you know where Clive is?
Ah, yes. I was just about to mention. Clive will be assisting you with the final construction of the harbour. He's just down the line. Go to him and he'll tell you what to do.
Yes, sir. I'm on my way.
Hello, Toby. Good to see you.
Hello, Clive. Good to see you again.
Likewise. And I'm sorry about what happened earlier today.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that.
About what?
About why you have such a complicated relationship with the Wellsworth and Suttery engines.
I suppose the others have told you about it from their perspective.
Yes?
Well, that's not the full story. Way before the merger was even suggested, I was told by some of our staff that it'd been a while since we'd made a major profit. Therefore, management had decided to cut their pay in order to stay operational. I wasn't too happy about that news, but wondered why we were losing money. When I heard about the Wellsworth and Suttery also working on Soto, I knew they were the reason why we were losing money. They were taking away our work with their bigger harbor and better operations. I was very mad. When I heard about the merger, I became very excited because I knew if we did merge with the Furness Railway and the Midland Railway, we would be able to outcompete the Wellsworth and Suttery and have them removed from the island for good. But the merger didn't happen and we ended up closing, and I blame them for it. They took away my home and I'll never forgive them for that.
So, you're mad at them because they outcompeted you?
Yes.
No, wait. That can't be.
What do you mean, Toby?
Clive, has there ever been another engine, apart from you, Neil, Clive and Matthew, working for your old railway company?
No. Why'd you ask?
Because I think that your company didn't close because of the Wellsworth and Suttery.
What's the other reason then?
That your company never invested much money in the actual railway.
What do you mean?
Be honest, Clive. After opening, how much money was ever put towards the infrastructure on your railway?
We did spend money, you know.
On what?
Well, the shed got refurbished about 4 times. I think we also got a couple more coaches. Staff. Yeah, staff as well.
That's not a lot of money spent, wouldn't you say?
No, I suppose not. You do have a point there, Toby. It might be wrong of me to have that hatred towards the Wellsworth and Suttery. I'll apologize to them next time I see him. Thanks for talking to me.
No problem, Clive.
Now, wouldn't you say it's about time we get back to work?
Yes, I think we shall. What do you want me to do?
Leave your train by the 2 flatbeds of girders. I want you to take them out to Pier 2.
Right. I'll get going.
Good engine, Toby. Thank you again.
Hello, Toby. Hello, Carter. Got these flatbeds for you. Crew's currently on lunch, so we can't unload these flatbeds at the moment. In the meantime, we... What was that?
I don't know, but it didn't sound too good.
Oh no. I think the pier's about to collapse. Quick, get off!
Blimey. That was close.
Way too close.
Toby! David, are you alright?
I'm fine.
All good here, Clive.
We better get some help.
On it.
So, what's the situation?
Just what we thought. The ground below was too soft and gave away when Toby went onto it.
Maybe we should have checked the ground before building on it.
I'm so sorry about it, sir.
It's not your fault, Toby.
So, what do we do now?
Well, since we're on a bit of a budget at the moment, we have no other choice than to leave it as is, and finish up the highway without it.
We can't even afford to just remove it.
No, that would take too much money from our budget, which has already been challenged.
Very well, sir.
Despite a rather awkward ending to the construction, the harbour would be finished up after a couple of days, finally being completed on the 27th of March 1915. The 4 engines were happy and relieved, and their focus was shifted towards stuff down the main line. Clive would apologize to all the Wellsworth and Suttery engines, who all accepted his apology, and they would get along from then on. Ed, in his first month at the Northwestern Railway, built huge sections of the main line while also fixing a rivalry between 4 engines. And just 1 week after the harbour's completion, the Northwestern Railway would see the arrival of its 2nd engine.